In today's class, we're focusing on toning and strengthening our arms. We're going to do a combination of Vinyasa, Kundalini, and stretching. And this is designed to really help you feel strength in the upper body, as well as clear any blocks that are attaching you to your past, help you feel your aura expand. Each day of the challenge, we're working with an affirmation from the Uplifted Yoga Journal, the first ever yoga-focused planner. Today's affirmation is, I am infinite, my possibilities are limitless. To begin, just stand in the center of your mat, and we're just going to do a little exercise together. It doesn't matter which arm, but just take 2 fingers to the forearm, spin the palm face out, and I just want you to lift your arm while giving yourself some gentle resistance with your 2 fingers and see what that feels like. And then flip the palm down and give yourself some gentle resistance as you press down. Hopefully you feel the whole muscles, all of the muscles that surround the shoulder girdle really activating. So you're imagining the air is like thick and resisting your own pressure as you come down. So that resistance of pressure that we feel when we actually resist against ourselves is how we want to move the arms, imagining we're resisting something throughout this whole sequence. So come to the top of the mat. Take the feet hip width apart and parallel. Move the weight forward and back on the feet. Allow the gaze to soften and the tailbone to lengthen down. And draw your abs up and in. Hip points move towards your chin, and then broaden across the chest. Spin the palms to the left and right of the room. Take a deep breath in. Fill up all the way. Exhale, nose or mouth, let that go. 2 more. Inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Feel the torso expand with breath. Exhaling, nose or mouth, just sigh it out, keeping that length, that space you found between the vertebrae. Breathing in, lengthen, get taller. Keep that height, keep that lift in the spine as you exhale, just gently drawing the abs back. Good, and then adding in that resistance with the arms. So inhale, spread the palms, activate the biceps. Imagine you're pressing down on your arms like we just did. As you breathe in, reach up. As you breathe out, press the air away, finding that same resistance, just really challenging yourself to feel all the muscles in the arms as if you were holding weights. Your breath in, arms rise, heart lifts. Your breath out. Your breath in. Your breath out. This time take the hands just to shoulder level. So just taking the hands to the shoulders. Good. And then inhale, you're going to rotate the palms open so the thumbs face the back of your mat. You can gaze up a little if that feels good. As you exhale again, resisting the whole time, you're going to spin the palms face down, have the thumbs face the back of the mat again, but in the opposite way this time. A few more times on your own. Inhale, palms spin open, thumbs point back, chest lifts. Exhale, spin the palms down towards the mat, thumbs face the back of the mat. A few more times. So you're just hopefully feeling the biceps, some of these muscles in the arms turn on. Make sure the arms are directly at shoulder height. And imagine I'm pulling your middle fingers left and right. So you're getting a lot of length as you resist through this movement. Last one. Good, and then on your next in-breath, reach the palms up. Exhale, fold forward, deeply bend the knees. Inhale, come into your half lift, flat back, get long. Draw the shoulders down the back. As you breathe out, slide the hands down the backs of the calves and fold. Breathe in, half lift. exhale, step the left foot back in space into a low lunge. So take the left knee to the ground. Allow the pelvis to sink for just a moment. And then we'll take both hands to the thigh. Bring your right heel towards your left knee. So there's this squeezing of the front heel towards the back knee. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. Press the hands onto the thigh to get tall through the spine. Once you have that, inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Keeping that resistance, that's our focus today. Exhale, resist, press the air away. Breathing in, arms lift. Breathing out, creating just a slight tension and activation in the arms as you press down. Last time, breath in. This time, reach forward as you breathe out. Hands frame the foot. Curl the back toes under. Press into your downward facing dog. So just begin pedaling through the legs. Let the head hang. Lift one heel and then the other. Just warming up the backs of the legs. Engage through the arms here. So spread the fingers wide in this dog. Press into all the knuckles. Lift your forearms towards the top of the mat. And then in opposition to that, bring your biceps towards one another. From there, see if you can broaden your shoulders. So all three of those actions are in opposition to one another, and you're just finding that place of sweet tension, muscular activation between all of them. Good. Find stillness in your dog. Now breathe in. Breathe out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Low lunge, second side. So lower the right knee to the ground. Let the pelvis drop for a moment. And then take the hands to the thigh, pulling up through the pelvic floor and moving that left heel now towards the right knee. So there's the scissoring action. You're pulling energy down from the ground up and in. And once you find your stability here, inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Resist, resist, resist. Exhale, press the air away. Breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. This time taking the arms forward, frame the foot, curl the back toes under, step back to your standing forward fold, top of the mat. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, melt to fold. And breathe in, circle the arms down, around, and up. Reach up. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale into your flat back. Glide the shoulders back. Dip the chin, back of neck long. Step back into a plank pose and hold. And feel your inner and outer heels yearn back. Shoulders glide down the back. Take a huge deep breath in here. Pull the navel towards the ceiling. And you're going to lower to the ground in one straight line, or you can take knees, chest, chin. So your choice. Forehead rests on the ground. Feel all 10 toenails click into the mat and activate your legs so much so that the kneecaps leave the floor. Reach your palms alongside the body, palms face up alongside the hips. Keep those toenails rooted into the floor, kneecaps lifted. Inhale, send the heart forward to come up into a Shalabhasana variation. And take a huge breath in and out. And once again, breathing in, think of the inner thighs spinning down towards the floor. As you breathe in, now maybe lift the arms, keep the feet on the ground for today. And then if you have that range of motion, interlace the hands behind your low back. See if you can make a fist and send the knuckles of that fist back and then up. 2 more breaths. Breathing deeply into the heart space, legs crazy active. Good, your next out breath. Take the hands underneath the shoulders and hover. Press the palms into the ground. Curl the toes under. You can press up into a plank or through knees, chest, chin, your choice. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Reach the right leg high to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. This time, step the right foot between the palms. Inhale, reach the arms up, this time into a high lunge. Deep breath in. So your front knee is directly over the ankle. You're yearning back through the back heel. If the back knee needs to be bent, that's totally okay. And then breathe in. As you breathe out, press the air away. Feeling that strength in the arms. It's also a balance. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. This time, bring the hands to prayer above the head. As you breathe out, trace that prayer through center line. And you're going to drop the back heel to come into warrior 2. It's kind of like a martial arts move. You're going to press, finding that resistance in the hands and arms away as you open into your heel to arch alignment for warrior 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach the fingertips in opposite directions. And then same thing we did standing. Inhale, thumbs back, palms up. Exhale, palms down, thumbs back the opposite way. So I've taught this before where we really open and close the chest while we do it. But for today's focus, keep everything still. Just the arms are moving. You're creating your own sweet resistance. Keep it going. 3 more breaths. Good. And then once you find center, palms face up, reach the right arm up overhead, hold the right elbow with the left hand, and press the head into the bicep. From there, you'll notice the front ribs wanting to splay open. Draw the ribs in and press the head into the arm. 3 deep breaths here. Little burn in the front quad as well. Stay low in this warrior 2. Last 3. Last 2. Good, last 1. Inhale, reach the arms back. Sweet release for that front leg. Straighten the front leg. Heel toe the back foot in. If you like to do that, bump the hips back. Reach forward for your triangle pose. And draw that front heel towards your back arch energetically. Should feel like a zipper along the back seam of the leg, just zips up as you think of dragging front heel to back foot. Three breaths here. Good, and then gently bend into the front knee. Hands frame the foot. Pop that left heel up so you can safely step back to your dog pose. From here, your choice to rock forward, plank, chaturanga if that's part of your practice, cobra lowering all the way to the floor, or you can just hold your dog. Inhaling, reach the left leg high to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Breathe in. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Find that resistance we're working on, even here with the legs. It's like you're moving through molasses. Knee to nose. Step the left foot between the hands, coming into your high lunge now. Left knee deeply bent. Back right knee can be bent as well. Otherwise, it's yearning towards straight. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. Lower body stays steady, adding our resistance work in the arms. Inhale. Exhale, press the air away. Extend through the fingertips, biceps engaged. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, press. Breathe in, reach. This time, hands meet at prayer above the head. Fuse that prayer down through center line, channeling our little martial arts or Tai Chi move. Drop the back heel. Really press. It's like you're in a compactor pressing 2 walls away as you sink into this warrior 2. Adjust your feet for that heel to arch alignment. Steady your breathing. And then fingers reach in opposite directions. Feel that opposition of left and right middle finger moving apart from one another. And that triggers and initiates your movement as you spiral palms up, thumbs back, and then palms down, thumbs back. And really go to the extreme of each shape, waking up all these tiny muscles in the arms. And breath is steady. Next time the palms are face up, lift the left arm. Hold the left elbow with the right hand for our bicep stretch. Press the head into the bicep. Resist the bicep back into the head and get longer through that left elbow. So there's energy of the left elbow moving up. And then the low back will want to arch. The ribs will want to splay open. Resist that. Imagine you're zippering up your little corset. Pull the ribs in. Lengthen the tail down. 3 breaths. Release the arms, straighten the front leg. Heel toe the back foot in. Bump the hips back, coming into your triangle pose. Five breaths here. Don't forget to pull that left heel towards the back right foot. Zippering up that back seam of the leg, pulling up through the arches of the feet. Good, and then bend into the front knee. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Pop up onto that back right heel, safely step back to your dog. Your choice to flow, plank, chaturanga, or skip. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to a plank pose and hold. You're in the heels back. Imagine you're wearing a big belt buckle and move that belt buckle towards your face. Hollow out the abs, keep everything else still. Just micro bend the elbows back and straighten. Micro bend the elbows back and straighten. Micro bend and straighten. Micro bend and straighten. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Zipper the abs up and in. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Take your left knee behind your right. And you're gonna come to sit in Gurmukh, cow face pose. Now, if this is totally not something you can do, you have a couple options. You can sit up on cushions or blocks, so just grab cushions or pillows from the couch and sit up high, or you can join us in this stretch but just do butterfly pose instead. It's a very, very similar stretch. So if your hips aren't quite ready for Gurmukh, and I'll show getting into it again, left knee behind right and you sit back, or you're just in the butterfly shape. Heels are equidistant from the seat if you're in Gurmukh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms level with the shoulders. Inhale, spin the palms up just like we've been doing. Exhale, spin the palms the opposite way. 2 more, inhaling. Exhaling. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. 2 options. Option 1, reach the right arm up, hold the right elbow just like we did before. Option 2 variation would be to take the full bind. So if you can take the full bind, the thumb of the left hand goes down, so you have an interior rotation of the shoulder before you clasp the hands. And you can stay here, or you might opt after a few breaths to melt into more of a yin style forward fold. This is going to intensify the hip stretch, just folding forward with your hands in front of you. And you could make a tower of blocks underneath your forehead if that felt good. We'll be here for around 8 breaths or so. So choose where you want to be. Drop in. If you folded forward, gently press yourself up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. And then we'll switch and take it to the other side. So just rock forward to all fours. So this time, if you were in Gurmukh, you'll take right knee behind left. So you're just switching right knee behind left. And of course, that butterfly shape, just soles of feet touching, is a great place to just stay and hang out and stretch if you're newer to the practice. Again, sit up on props. I don't have props with me today, but otherwise I would be too. Blocks, blankets under the seat. Heels are equidistant from your hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower them to shoulder height. Inhale, spin the palms up. Exhale, rotate, thumbs point back, spin the palms up the opposite way. 2 more. Last time we're doing this, really make it count. See if you can find and feel muscles and places in your arms that you have never felt before. Good, and then reach this left arm up. Hold the elbow with the right hand, pressing head into bicep, knitting the ribs in. Or if the full bind is in your wheelhouse, thumb of the right hand points down to come back around, and you can sort of shimmy up your shirt. You can also just hold your shirt or use a strap here. That's another really good hack. And if you're just at home, a towel makes for a great strap, a rolled up towel, or a dog leash. Inhale, get tall. Exhale completely. A few more breaths. And of course, you know you have the option to fold forward either with the bind or just taking the hands in front of you. We have about 8 breaths here, so you can do both or settle into wherever you want to be. Just drop into your practice. Three more deep, deep breaths. Infiltrate your whole body with breath. Good, and then gently press yourself up. And take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then rock forward to all fours. Press back into your downward facing dog. We're going to end with some Kundalini activation. Really, really fun. Really great for letting go of things that are no longer serving us, strengthening our auric field. Just walk the hands and feet towards one another. You can bend the knees deeply, hang for a moment, and then just roll up one vertebra at a time. So tailbone lengthens towards the heels, round through the back to come up. Head is last thing to come up. Good. Stand facing me in the middle of your mat. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Micro bend the knees. Nice stable stance here. All we're going to do is make fists with the hands, any fist that feels comfortable for you. Thumbs can be in or out. For 3 minutes, we're going to inhale, punch something away, and exhale. That same resistance that we've been playing with all class, we're going to use that as we drag energy into the body. So here we go, 3 minutes. Inhaling. Breath is in and out through the nose. Stay strong and consistent with the movement. And I want you to hug your inner thighs and hug your inner heels together. Activate a slight Mula Bandha lift of the pelvic floor if you can as you do this. Close the eyes, just get in your own zone. I will tell you when the 3 minutes are up. Ankles, inner thighs are firming in towards one another. Everything's hugging into the midline in the lower body. Pelvic floor slightly lifted. With the eyes closed, roll the eyes so they're looking up and in towards your third eye center, place between the eyebrows. Home of our master gland, pituitary gland, seat of our intuition. Just rolling your internal gaze up towards that spot between the eyebrows. Last few. Last one. Inhale out, exhale in, hold the breath in, retain the breath. You can straighten the legs, pull up through the pelvic floor. Rectum, sex organs, pull in, hold the breath and the energy as long as you can. As you need to release, open the eyes. Just notice the after effects of the practice. Coming into our second movement. Ladies, you'll take your left thumb over your right. Gentlemen, right thumb over your left. So ladies, left over right. In a fist, feet stay about the same distance. What we're doing is just a chopping motion. So you inhale, arms up. Exhale through the nose forcefully. You can go as fast or slow as you want to. We're inhaling and exhaling forcibly through the nose. We're here 3 minutes. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes are up. Your arms may get tired. That is part of the challenge. You're going to mentally stay with it. And when I'm here, I like to think that I'm literally chopping away any cords to the past, anything that's holding me back, just almost like a massive weed whacker. I'm just letting myself go from anything that's blocking me, anything that's pulling me, dragging me down from my past. Eyes are closed, rolling up and in towards your third eye. In addition to cutting away cords from the past, you can also think of this as just clearing, strengthening your whole auric field, igniting and enlightening your energy with fresh breath and prana. Do not stop. Keep it going. This is a mental game. Get violent, add a lot of enthusiasm if you want to. Last 30 seconds. Last 10. Inhale, squeeze the arms overhead, hold, retain the breath in, pull the pelvic floor up and in. When you need to exhale, let go, release. Let the arms drift to either side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again. Deep breath in and out. Last pose, come into your warrior one stance. So right foot and left heel are about hip width distance apart. Deep bend into that front right knee. Pull the navel up and in. Just finding your warrior one. And for 2 minutes on each side, all we're gonna do is just inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, press the air away. And we're doing this with a long, slow, deep breath. Close the eyes. You can lose a little bit of the resistance that we've been so powerfully working on and activating. Allow this to be a little bit softer. And just clearing your energetic space. Soften the gaze. Last one. Good. Take the hands to the hips. Switch. We'll just do warrior one, second side. Same thing. Close the eyes. Gaze is soft behind the eyes. Just cocoon into your own little world here, clearing the space around you. Bathing in the energy that we just created. Last one. Take the hands to the hips. Straighten both legs. Just come to stand, middle of the mat. Deep breath in, arms up. Hold with the arms up. Just invite something in, reach towards the sky. Maybe hold and retain the breath. Exhale, hands at prayer. Fold over your legs, bend the knees. Lower your seat very carefully to the ground, setting up to lie down in Shavasana, to rest, or to come into a seated meditation if that's your preference. If you're coming into seated meditation, I would suggest meditating with the fingertips touching up in front of your heart like a little tent. And breathing here in Shavasana is also a lovely, lovely option. Long, slow, deep breaths if you're in the meditation. Relaxing the breath completely if you're in Shavasana. If time permits for you, please stay in the meditation or Shavasana as long as you possibly can. Otherwise, just rub the palms together now. Dip the chin into the chest if you're in seated meditation. If you're in Shavasana and you can't stay, you can gently roll to your right side and press yourself up to join us in a seat. Just bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Press the thumbs into the breastbone. Fingers point directly up, and we'll just close our practice together with a long sat, short nam, which means truth is my identity. Breathing in, you can listen or join. Sat Nam. Sat Nam yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me from my heart to yours. Namaste.